Hey guys, how's it going? I could be doing better. Today I actually wanted to talk about something very close to me personally, and that is the fact that depression is just as scary as people make it out to be. What am I talking about? Well, things get better. You have your good days and your bad. I actually just finished having a whole bunch of really good days. But I've got something coming up in my personal life that I can't really talk about right now that's going to bring forth a lot of bad days. I'm not really sure how often I'm going to be uploading or recording or editing. I'm not sure about my presence on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that at this point. I just know that a lot of really difficult decisions and choices are on their way, and I don't really know how to handle them personally. I'm not entirely sure why Yeah? Sorry, I was just interrupted. BG needed something. But the choices that I'm going to have to be making are unavoidable, and they've been coming to a head for a long time, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with it. And it's got me thinking a lot about life in general, and it has me worried about people that I love very dearly. I actually have a couple of friends who are severely depressed, and I worry about them constantly, especially because I'm lucky enough to be able to go see a doctor for my problems. I am lucky enough to be able to afford healthcare in the United States. I'm lucky enough to be able to afford healthcare in the US. I'm lucky enough to be able to go see a doctor on a regular basis. I'm lucky enough to be able to get my prescriptions that I need. I'm lucky enough to be able to try new medications if I need to. And these people that I love and I care about either are so far gone that they don't have the will to take care of themselves the way that they need to, or they can't afford to get the help that they need. I don't know enough to help them. I don't know enough about the kind of help that they can get for free. I don't know enough about, like, Tri-County here in Houston to be able to help them. And it just really sucks because it's at the point where it's like, if I don't help this one particular person who's going to need my help, I don't know enough to be able to help them, and I'm not in a position to where I even could, I don't think. It's not what I'm trying to get at. And it's a really weird thing, being so incredibly happy and simultaneously being so severely sad inside. It's like a personal battle that I'm dealing with right now, because so many things are going great. You know, we're still really small here on YouTube, but I'm seeing a steady increase in how we're doing, and the conventions are going great, and I have so many awesome things going for me right now. I'm married to the light of my life. I have the best friends in the world. I have a dog who thinks the world of me. I've got Balrog, who's currently asleep. Sorry, she's not in the video for you guys to Google at. And even though all of these wonderful things are going on, it can still be rough sometimes. I still have my very bad days. In fact, today is really difficult. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, please don't give up. There are so many wonderful things in this life, and you may not be in such a great situation right now, but things look up. When I was 17, I honestly didn't think I would make it to 23. I didn't think I'd be this close to 24. I didn't think I would see beyond my 18th birthday. I was in such a bad place. I was in the worst relationship, and I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I just thought it was going to be darkness for the rest of my life. I didn't think anything was going to get better. I didn't think anything could improve, and look at me now. I wish I could go back in time and sit down with myself at 17 and go, it's going to be okay. I wish I could send a letter back to myself and say, hey, it's gonna be alright. You're gonna be okay. And everything's gonna be fine. And you're gonna make it to 23, and you're gonna make it to 25, and you're gonna make it to 30, and you can do this. I'm sorry, I'm just getting kind of emotional right now. Honestly, if there's anything I ever want anyone to take away from anything that I create or put up here on YouTube or just put out into the world, if there's anything I want anyone to take away from my videos or any interaction they have, like any person would have with me, I would want them to know that there's so much good in this world, and that whatever turmoil you may have going on, no matter how dark things can be, things get better. And you're gonna have your rough days. I'm so sorry. I think I've said what I've needed to say. I'm just sitting here in silence now, just like staring off into I'm literally just staring at nothing. I'm staring at the wall right now, just going, what else can I say? Because I've already, said what I came here to say. These times will pass. These rough times, these dark times, these difficult times where you don't think that you'll be able to do anything with your life, or maybe you think you're stuck at a dead-end job, or maybe you're struggling with depression, maybe you're struggling with anxiety, maybe you're struggling with an eating disorder, maybe you're struggling with so many things, maybe you're struggling at home because your home life isn't any good, maybe you're in a bad relationship. These things will pass, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is happiness out there to be found. And if these problems you have are neurological, I would strongly recommend you look into anything that your county health care center could do for you. Because sometimes you need medication. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we're just born with the wrong neurons. Sometimes we have too many things firing off at the same time. Sometimes we don't have enough. Sometimes we just need help, and that's okay. I recently had to go back to my doctor actually to work on balancing out some medication issues because I was taking Seroquel, and I still am, but it wasn't doing enough. And so right now I'm on both Seroquel and Vraylar, and the two of them together, I've never been so happy in my life. And maybe this medication combo will be what I need for the rest of my life. Who knows? Maybe I'll need to try another medication down the road. Maybe I'll need to, switch up the dosages. I don't know. But what I do know is that even though things are rough right now, even though I have these difficult times that are on the horizon that I see on my way, I know that beyond that, there is more. I know that beyond that, I will have more happiness than I could imagine. And so I'm not going to give up. And neither should you. That's really all I wanted to say here today. Sorry, this is a little bit of a different video than I've been doing, but I needed to get this message out. I needed to let my frustrations out. I needed to vent, and this is a way for me to do that. And so thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you for staying this long and finishing up this video. When I ask how you're doing, I mean it. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how your day has been. I want to know if my video has impacted you in a good way, if it's been a bad way. I want to know if I can help. I want to know how you're doing. Because I'm not just here to be a face on the internet. I'm here to reach out to other people. I'm here to try and help as many people as I can, because I want to be able to help anyone who's in a situation where they're not the happiest right now, or nothing seems okay. I want to be able to help those people and bring a smile to their face. Actually, back to whenever I was 17, YouTube actually helped me through one of the darkest periods of my life. Honestly, it was lunchtime with Smosh, actually, was what helped me the most during that time of my life. It was Lunchtime with Smosh, and then soon after that, Graveyard Girl was another person who just showed me how okay it is to be a weirdo on the internet. And then another YouTuber who helped me out a lot, I already covered Smosh, Graveyard Girl. Markiplier was a huge help. His videos brought so much joy to my life. Another YouTuber, Mr. Creepypasta, actually. As spooky as his videos might be, I love scary stories, and my grandmother actually used to read the Harry Potter books to me before I learned to read myself. And she even continued to read them after I was totally able to read them. And so, like, hearing somebody read so well, and honestly, throughout most of my darkest times, I've had YouTubers there to help me, and I know that they're just regular people like you or me, and if I could ever make a difference in anyone's life, that's all I ever want. If I could ever give somebody the motivation to keep going and just get through one more day, if they can just get through one more day, that's all I want. And so I mean it. Every time I say, hey guys, how's it going? I mean that. I want to know how you're doing. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for all the support and all of the love, and thank you for being as awesome as you can be. And tell me about your day. I don't care what kind of video I post. If you see that I've posted anything and you've had like a shitty day, or even if you've had like a great day or like a meh day, I want to hear about it. I want to know. I want you to tell me, especially if, like, you know, if I've helped you in any way, or if this video has inspired you to keep going. Please let me know, because that's all I want. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'm not sure if these events will impact how regularly I'll be here, but there's a good chance that I just sort of disappear from YouTube again, and I do that a lot, and I'm very sorry, but you know, like, you have your good days and your bad days, and sometimes the bad days are really bad and you can't get out of bed, and that's okay. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Tell me about your day, and I'll see you guys next upload.